In the labyrinth of life, we often encounter the abrasive winds of disrespect, an onslaught that tests the mettle of our character. It is in these moments that the ancient wisdom of Stoicism emerges as a guiding flame, illuminating the path to inner resilience and unyielding self-control. Stoicism has 8 core foundations to encounter the winds of disrespect. Picture this: a Stoic, weathered philosopher standing in the midst of a storm, unwavering in the face of disrespect. In the realm of Stoicism, the echoes of ancient philosophers like Epictetus resonate, urging us to recognize that the only thing we can truly control is our response to external events. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. This wisdom, spoken by Viktor Frankl but embraced by Stoics for centuries, speaks to the essence of fortitude. In the crucible of disrespect, we find ourselves at a crossroads, presented with a choice: succumb to the turbulent emotions or rise above them. Marcus Aurelius, the revered Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, once reflected, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." In the face of disrespect, Stoicism teaches us to perceive time as a precious resource, better spent in cultivating our inner citadel than squandered on futile reactions. As the storm of disrespect rages on, envision the Stoic embracing the concept of amor fati, a love for fate, as advocated by Friedrich Nietzsche. Instead of resisting the winds of disrespect, the Stoic dances with them, recognizing that these challenges are the very fabric of our existence, weaving the tapestry of our character. Seneca, the sagacious Stoic, whispers through the annals of time, "He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary." Stoicism beckons us to shed the needless weight of preemptive suffering, urging us to confront disrespect not with indignation, but with a serene understanding that the actions of others are beyond our control. In the crucible of disrespect, we find an opportunity for self-mastery. Epictetus, that Stoic luminary, declares, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." It is this power of choice that transforms the sting of disrespect into a catalyst for personal growth. The Stoic, then, is not a passive victim of external events but a sculptor of their own destiny. In the quietude of self-reflection, we discover the strength to endure and the wisdom to discern what is within our control. The echoes of Zeno, Chrysippus, and Cleanthes resonate in the corridors of our minds, reminding us that true freedom lies not in the absence of challenges but in our ability to navigate them with equanimity. As the storm of disrespect subsides, the Stoic emerges unscathed, fortified by the crucible of experience. In the tapestry of Stoicism, we find not just a philosophy but a way of life, a guide for those who seek not only to survive the tempest but to transcend it, emerging with an inner strength that withstands the winds of adversity. As we navigate the turbulent seas of existence, the Stoic imparts another invaluable lesson: the power of perspective. In the aftermath of disrespect, when emotions still linger like echoes in the silence, we are reminded of the Stoic principle that our perception shapes our reality. Consider the words of Epictetus, the Stoic sage who once declared, "We cannot be disturbed by events, but by our perception of those events." In the crucible of disrespect, the Stoic reflects upon the lens through which they view the world. Is it clouded by ego, wounded pride, or the desire for external validation? Or is it a lens polished by the wisdom of Stoic teachings, offering clarity and resilience? The Stoic acknowledges that external events are indifferent, devoid of inherent good or evil. It is our judgment, our interpretation, that assigns meaning. Thus, when faced with disrespect, we are called to scrutinize our perceptions, recognizing that the actions of others hold no power over our inner serenity unless we willingly relinquish the control. Imagine the Stoic standing on a precipice, gazing down into the abyss of perceived slights. With a resolute heart, they choose not to descend into the darkness but to rise above it. This elevation, born of Stoic wisdom, transforms a moment of disrespect into an opportunity for transcendence. In the Stoics' narrative, there is no room for the corrosive poison of resentment. As Seneca, that sagacious advisor, wisely counsels, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it in vengeful thoughts against others. Stoicism invites us to release the burden of resentment, freeing ourselves from the shackles of negative emotions that only serve to weigh us down. Consider the Stoic not as an indifferent observer but as an alchemist, turning the base metal of disrespect into the gold of self-improvement. The transformative power lies not in changing external circumstances but in alchemizing our internal reactions. It is a sacred process, a Stoic transmutation that elevates the soul above the mundane grievances of the world. The Stoic's journey, though solitary, echoes with the footsteps of countless seekers who have trod this path before. Legends like Cato the Younger, who faced insults and slander with a serene countenance, stand as beacons of Stoic virtue. Their stories, etched into the annals of history, beckon us to cultivate the same indomitable spirit. As the narrative of disrespect unfolds, the Stoic remains anchored in the present moment. For in the realm of Stoicism, the past is beyond our control, and the future is but a nebulous mist. It is in the present, amidst the echoes of disrespect, that we find the locus of our power. It is here that the Stoic crafts their response with deliberate intention, choosing virtue over vindictiveness. Now, as the Stoic stands at the precipice, having weathered the tempest of disrespect, a profound realization dawns. The journey is not merely about enduring external tribulations but about the profound alchemy of self-transformation. In the crucible of Stoicism, we are not passive recipients of fate, we are active participants, sculptors of our own destiny. Epictetus, that venerable Stoic teacher, implores us to understand the dichotomy of control. Some things are within our power, while others are not, he whispers across the ages. The Stoic, having faced disrespect, internalizes this truth, recognizing that the only true dominion lies over their own reactions. In this revelation, a new kind of freedom blossoms, an inner liberty untouched by the capricious winds of external opinion. Consider the Stoic not as a rigid pillar, unfeeling and stoic in the modern sense, but as a resilient tree bending with the winds of adversity. The roots run deep in the soil of self-awareness, anchoring the Stoic in a reality where external slights hold no power to uproot them. This rootedness is the essence of Stoic fortitude, a resilience that thrives not in spite of challenges but because of them. The Stoic, having weathered disrespect, emerges as a living testament to the Stoic truth that virtue is the highest good. In the face of insults, their response is not driven by a desire for revenge or the approval of others. Instead, it emanates from an unwavering commitment to principles guided by reason and wisdom. Seneca, that eloquent Stoic orator, reminds us, "He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive." In the same vein, the Stoic who fears disrespect will never embody the virtues of a truly free individual. To fear external judgment is to be enslaved by it. Stoicism liberates us from this bondage, urging us to act in alignment with our principles, irrespective of the external applause or condemnation. As the narrative of the Stoic unfolds, it becomes apparent that the journey is not solitary. The wisdom of Stoicism invites us to join a collective of seekers, a fellowship bound by a common commitment to virtue and inner mastery. The echoes of Zeno, Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius reverberate, forming a chorus of ancient voices encouraging us to transcend the pettiness of disrespect and embrace a higher calling. In the Stoic story, the denouement is not a triumph over external adversaries but a victory over the self. The disrespect, once a turbulent storm, becomes a crucible that refines character, revealing the true metal of the Stoic. The indomitable spirit that emerges is not impervious to pain but resilient in the face of it, undaunted by the slings and arrows of the world. And so, as we conclude this narrative, envision the Stoic not as a distant figure from the past but as a beckoning guide for the present. The path they tread is not an arcane trail accessible only to a select few, it is an open road inviting all who seek the transformative power of Stoicism. The journey is not without its challenges, but therein lies its beauty, the alchemy of turning adversity into opportunity, of transmuting disrespect into self-mastery. May the echoes of Stoic wisdom resonate within you, kindling the flame of inner resilience. In the crucible of life, let Stoicism be your guiding light, a philosophy not just to be understood but to be lived, a path not just to be walked but to be embraced with every fiber of your being. For in the realm of Stoicism, the journey is not merely a passage of time, it is a profound odyssey of the soul. In the twilight of this Stoic journey, where the echoes of ancient wisdom reverberate, let us distill the essence into implementable steps, practical guideposts for those who aspire to navigate disrespect with Stoic grace. Cultivate self-awareness. Begin by cultivating a deep awareness of your own reactions. In the moments of disrespect, pause and introspect. What emotions arise within you? Acknowledge them without judgment. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of Stoic self-mastery. Distinguish between the controllable and uncontrollable. Embrace the Stoic dichotomy of control. Recognize that external events, including the disrespectful actions of others, lie beyond your control. What is within your dominion is your response. Channel your energy into shaping your reactions, not futile attempts to control the uncontrollable. Practice perspective shifts. Engage in deliberate perspective shifts. View disrespect through the lens of indifference. Ask yourself, in the grand tapestry of life, does this moment of disrespect hold eternal significance? Stoicism encourages us to transcend the immediate emotional response and seek a broader, more enduring perspective. Virtuous action over vengeful reaction. When faced with disrespect, let virtue guide your response. Rather than succumbing to the impulse of retaliation, ask yourself, what action aligns with wisdom and moral integrity? Act not out of anger or wounded pride but as a deliberate choice in line with Stoic principles. Forgo resentment and embrace a more fatty. Stoicism advocates for releasing the burden of resentment. Understand that holding onto grudges only imprisons the self. Instead, embrace the Stoic concept of a more fatty. Love your fate. See disrespect not as a curse but as a transformative opportunity, a chance for growth and self-improvement. Seek Stoic role models. Draw inspiration from Stoic role models. The stories of ancient philosophers and historical figures who embodied Stoic virtues can serve as guiding lights. Learn from their experiences and envision the Stoic path as a collective journey, joining a fellowship of seekers across time. Live virtuously in the present moment. Practice living virtuously in the present moment. Stoicism teaches us that the past is beyond our control, and the future is uncertain. Redirect your focus to the present, where you have the power to shape your actions and reactions in accordance with Stoic principles. Transform adversity into self-mastery. Embrace the transformative power of adversity. Rather than viewing disrespect as a mere obstacle, see it as a crucible for self-mastery. The Stoic journey is not about avoiding challenges but using them as opportunities to refine your character and cultivate resilience. In the end, the Stoic's tale is not a passive endurance of disrespect but an active engagement with the principles of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. As you embark on your Stoic journey, let these steps be your compass, guiding you through the storm with the inner fortitude that Stoicism offers, a philosophy not just to be understood but to be lived, a path not just to be walked but to be embraced with every breath. May the flame of Stoic resilience illuminate your path and may you emerge from the crucible stronger, wiser, and more virtuous.